Alright guys, let's look at unleavened bread with rotis. Alright, so we've got our flour and our salt. We're just making a well and we're going to pour our warm water into the middle and just mix it in until we get ourselves a bit of a dough. Okay, so rotis is an unleavened bread, which means that it doesn't have any raising agents, so no baking powder, soda or yeast. Okay, it's what they call a flat bread, an unleavened bread. Okay, we want to mix it together, just have a feel, make sure it's not too dry or it's not too wet. Once you feel that it's just starting to get right, start working it. Okay, bring it together. Don't add any more flour, just keep working it. Okay, you want to really develop the gluten when we're starting the knead. Pick up all the excess flour that's in your mix, and you're just going to give it a good knead. So kneading's like the next step in the bread process, and this is about developing the gluten. Okay, so it's the protein in the flour which helps make it nice and stretchy. So if you have a look there, it's all rough and it's real tough. Okay, and then I'm going to knead it and stretch it and keep stretching it as much as I can, and we're slowly going to develop the gluten in it, and you're going to get a nice stretchy dough. It takes about 10 minutes of good solid kneading, so we'll speed it up. Like folding it over and then stretching it, folding it over, stretching it. Having another look, it is looking smoother, but not quite there. There's still a little bit of tearing, so we are getting better, we are getting gluten development, but it's not quite ready. So let's just knead it for a little bit longer. Fold it over, stretch it. Stretch it as much as you can. This is what you want to do with all bread doughs, and you would normally do this in a mixer with a dough hook, but with this we're going to learn to make it with our hands. I'm using the heel of my hand to really stretch the dough, because it does get quite tough if it's when you first start. Have a look at that. That's looking perfect. That's nice and stretchy. That's ready to go. Okay, so we're going to pop that into a bowl. We're going to get it covered, and we're just going to rest it for about 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, now it's nice and rested. It becomes a lot softer and a lot even stretchier again. So we're going to cut it into a couple of portions, and we're going to scale it. So that's cutting it into our portions, and then we're going to shape it. So rolling it into balls. Then it's going to just soften a little bit more, and then we're going to get ready to roll them into nice little round flatbreads. A little bit of flour on your bench and on your rolling pin, and then just move it around, stretch it, give it a good roll. Okay, get a bit of a stack on and see if you can make a good dozen of these. These are nice, easy little breads to make. You could use these for little flatbreads, you could use them for wraps, you can use them for little sides of curries. This is a staple bread for a big portion of the world. Alright, now we're going to prepare to cook them. So we're going to brush them with melted butter in a reasonably hot pan, medium to hot temperature. We're going to place them down buttered side down, then we're going to butter the top, get them nice and coloured, and then flip her over, get some nice colour. And then we just want to keep them warm in a nice warm tea towel, which will keep them nice and soft and buttered.